Right, hello everybody. Today I want to talk about 48 scale aircraft, these three in particular. The Hurricane from Arma Hobby and the Spitfire and the Focke-Wulf D9 from Eduard. It's been a while since I've built 48 scale kits. I stopped building them quite a while ago and went to 72nd scale. But eyes, I'm getting old, eyes are getting a bit worse, so I've gone back to 48 scale and it's been a bit of a revelation. So I'll have a quick talk just for a couple of minutes about each of these kits, what I thought of them, any pitfalls, and we'll go from there. So let me set the tripod up and I'll get back to you. Right, so the first one we'll look at is Arma Hobby's a new tooled and recently released Hurricane Mark II. I think it's the B version, and I've done it as the tropical version with the big air filter underneath. This kit goes together really nicely. Very impressed with it. Superb surface detail. I'm sure you can see on there. Nice fabric texture on the back. It goes together really nice. The wing root and fuselage join is excellent. You can't even see where it is. The cockpit, I'll see if I can get yourself looking there. It's quite difficult. The cockpit, I did replace the instrument panel and the harnesses with a zoom set from Eduard. I think it makes all the difference. That's the only slight criticism of the kit. The cockpit wasn't, well, the instrument panel and the seat belts obviously weren't the best, so the Eduard kit really brings it to life. The only thing I can recommend when you build this one is the join. When you fit the fuselage to the wing halves, because they're built together with the cockpit on top, you've got to slot it in and click it back. I would leave the control column off and fit that after you've done that, because that sort of gets in the way and makes it quite difficult to go together. But otherwise, recommend this kit. Highly recommend this kit. I think it's the most comprehensive Hurricane out there in this scale, probably the most comprehensive Hurricane in any scale. So I recommend that one. It looks pretty brutal. A couple of bombs on it, 4 cannon. Yeah, quite a nice looking aircraft and a nice scheme. So I'll put some images up at the end of the video just so people have a look at that one, because I don't think I've put any up. That's I'd highly recommend that one. The next one we'll look at is Eduard's Mark 8 Spitfire 48 scale. Now I've done this one. This is like the high altitude one with the extended wingtips. On this one I also fitted, I should say, gun base and an engine. This is the Eduard brass and stuff themselves. Perfect fit, excellent instructions. The plastic, because you've obviously got to cut the plastic out to fit these, cut really nice with a knife. Didn't have many issues working with the plastic. Went together really nicely. Again, the wing root to fuselage join is sublime on this. The cockpit set, the instrument panel and the seat belts come with the kit. This is the Profi Pack one, and as you can see, it builds in a really good looking kit of the Spitfire. Could do with a bit of a dust. I can't think of any pitfalls. The only issue you might have is if you don't do this, the top cowl with the kit is like split down the middle, so you've got to glue it together, and to get rid of that seam you lose all your detail. I did replace on my other Mark 8, which there's videos up of that. I replaced the top cowl with the Barracuda resin top cowl, so that's the only issue I can think of that. The navigation light here is a bit of a pain to fit, so just be aware of that. But otherwise, it goes together nicely. Superb kit from Eduard. Really impressed with it. These are their new transfers as well, used on this model, and I've done a video of that, showing how to get the best out of them. I know some people do have some issues with them. I can understand why, but otherwise, I can recommend the Mark 8. Very, very nice kit. Now the next one is Eduard's, again another Eduard kit. It's their D9, Focke-Wulf D9. Now this one is not so good. It's obviously an older one from Eduard. It does build up okay, and you get a nice looking model. You get a lot of detail. You get the guns, you get a bit of engine detail on the bottom, which the Tamiya one doesn't. Tamiya one doesn't give you that detail. So if you're a newer modeler, I'd obviously recommend the Tamiya one. That goes together much easier. If you're a more experienced modeler and you want a bit more detail, I'd go with the Eduard one. You do have a bit of an issue fitting the blank of the engine there. It's like half an engine, what you can see, and the bulkheads aren't a very good fit. You've got to do a bit of carving, a bit of modelling, I should say. And the fit of this panel here is pretty poor as well. But if you've got a bit of skill, you can get it sorted and it goes together quite nicely. But again, with Eduard, you get lots and lots of different decal options, transfer options, markings, and it builds up into a very nice kit. So that's the D9. Just as an aside, I'm actually on with Trumpeter's new Fulmar at the minute. Now, this is a monster of a kit. This is huge. So that's busy underway. No pitfalls on that, but I've got a long way to go on that. I'm doing it with the wingfold version. So I might show you some of that when I get that one finished, but that's in the to-do pile. Otherwise, I'll put a couple of images up, still images of the D9. No, you've seen the D9 of the Marade and the Hurricane. So stand by for them. Thank you.